The Almanack of Naval Ravikant by Eric Jorgenson, sharing the timeless wisdom of entrepreneur and investor Naval Ravikant. This isn't just a book about making money. It's about building wealth, freedom, and a life you actually want to live. But before we start, listen carefully. At the very end of this video, there's one powerful idea from Naval Ravikant that most people completely ignore. And once you hear it, you'll realize why some people become truly wealthy, while others stay stuck chasing money forever. So stick with me till the end, because that final insight might completely change how you think about success. Now imagine this. Two people start their careers at the same time. One works harder every year, longer hours, more stress. The other seems relaxed, calm, almost effortless. 20 years later, the second person becomes incredibly wealthy and free. So what happened? Naval Ravikant says the difference is simple. They understood the rules of wealth. And the truth is, most people are playing the wrong game. You see, society teaches us to trade time for money, work a job, get a paycheck, repeat forever. But Naval says, if you want real wealth, you must stop selling your time, because time is limited. You can't scale it. You can't duplicate it. You only have 24 hours a day. But wealth is different. Wealth is assets that make money while you sleep. Think about software, content and investments, businesses. These things work for you even when you're not working. And that's the first big mindset shift. Don't chase money. Build assets. Now here's where it gets interesting. Naval explains that there are two types of leverage in the modern world. The first is labor leverage. That means people working for you. The second is capital leverage. That means money working for you. But the third type, the most powerful one, is something almost anyone can access today. It's called permissionless leverage. This includes things like code, media, and the internet. One person can write a piece of software, and millions of people can use it. One person can create a video, and millions can watch it. This type of leverage didn't exist 100 years ago. And today, it's the biggest opportunity in history. Now think about that for a moment. A single idea, shared on the internet, can create massive wealth. But Naval says there's another secret most people miss. Specific knowledge. Specific knowledge is the kind of knowledge that can't be easily taught in school. It's your natural curiosity, your unique skills, your personal obsessions. For example, some people love technology, some love storytelling, some love psychology. The problem is, most people ignore what they're naturally good at. Instead, they follow safe paths, degrees, jobs, expectations. But Naval says true wealth comes from being yourself at scale. When you combine your natural talents with leverage like the internet, that's when things explode. Now let's talk about another powerful idea. Luck. People often say success is just luck, and Naval agrees. Luck does play a role. But here's the twist. He says there are actually 4 types of luck. The first type is pure chance, random events you can't control. The second type comes from persistence. When you keep trying, opportunities appear. The third type happens when you become so skilled that lucky opportunities naturally find you. And the fourth type, that's when your unique reputation attracts luck directly to you. In other words, the more authentic you become, the more opportunities come your way. Now let's shift to something deeper, because wealth alone doesn't guarantee happiness. Naval makes this very clear. Many people spend their entire lives chasing money, thinking it will solve everything, but when they finally get it, they still feel restless, still anxious, still searching. Why? Because happiness is a skill. It's not something you buy. Naval says happiness comes from peace of mind, from reducing unnecessary desires, from learning to be present. Think about it. Your mind is constantly racing, worrying about the future, replaying the past. But true happiness only exists in one place, right now. Naval believes the ultimate goal of wealth isn't luxury, it's freedom. Freedom to wake up when you want. Freedom to work on things you love. Freedom to spend time with people who matter. But here's the paradox. If you chase freedom desperately, you often feel trapped. Instead, Naval suggests something surprising. Build wealth slowly, intelligently, patiently. Focus on learning, focus on creating value, focus on long-term thinking, because the biggest rewards in life come from compounding. Money compounds, knowledge compounds, relationships compound, even reputation compounds. Small efforts repeated for years eventually become massive results. And this is why patience is one of the most underrated skills in the world. Most people want quick success, quick money, quick fame, but Naval says the real game is much longer. 10 years, 20 years, sometimes more. And those who stay consistent eventually win big. Now here's where the story takes an interesting turn. Naval shares one final idea that changes everything. He says the most dangerous trap in life is status games. Society constantly pushes us to compete. Better car, better house, better job title. But these games never end. There will always be someone richer, someone more famous, someone more successful. So instead of playing status games, Naval recommends playing wealth games. Wealth games are positive sum. Everyone can win. When you create value, society rewards you. And that's how real wealth grows. But remember what I told you at the beginning of this video? There was one final insight, the idea that separates truly wealthy people from everyone else. Here it is. Naval Ravikant says, "Earn with your mind, not your time." This single idea explains everything. If you trade time for money, your income always has a ceiling. But if you build systems, ideas, products, assets, your income can grow without limits. And once that happens, you're no longer working for money. Money starts working for you. So the real question isn't, how can I make more money today? The real question is, what can I build today that will keep working for me tomorrow? And when you start thinking this way, your entire life changes, because that's the moment you stop chasing wealth and start creating it.